Good morning, it is the 21st of January and I'm going to do my WIP update. I'm not sure which Flosstube this is, so welcome to all my subscribers and anybody new. My name's Tania. My first piece I'm going to show you, I've put it in a gallon toten bag now because it was on a frame, but it's a lot smaller now, so and that is Ater by Esmira. It's a pain-free crafts piece. Not sure when I started it, but this is a piece that my daughter and I are both working on it, so that's Stitching Colours. So you need to check her video out. She showed her piece yesterday. And here I will have what it will look like, where I was, and where I am, and Ater. I did 1975 stitches in the last fortnight, so I'll have a before and after. So I was working over here. I'm not going to finish off on her face at the moment, and that is all of her at the moment. So I will struggle, I will struggle holding up pieces at the moment because my shoulder is quite frozen. I had to go get an x-ray on it yesterday because my shoulder is quite lopsided and it looked dislocated because it is all swollen. The only bags I will show you today is the ones that I have bought, and like I said, the only bags that I do buy are the gallon toten bags. The next piece I'm going to show you is Falling Snow, and I did 487 stitches. This is the piece that I have restarted, and I have restarted it on the same fabric. There's so much for dyeing it. I have my piece of Arctic Ice by Mountain Air is 36 inches by 54. And it is a 18 count Ater. I decided, why don't I try just doing one thread full cross with my silk and see if it gives a more lacy effect than the 2 threads full cross, and I might like it more. And yes, I was a lot happier about it, and I thought this is one way of using this fabric, and hopefully I will be a lot happier with this. Hopefully it's showing well. So I did 487 stitches. My next piece I'm going to show you is my Haid Sow, and did I work out how many stitches I did completely? Yes. I did 3,189 stitches in the last fortnight, and I'm at 46% something. I haven't worked on it in the last wee while because I have too many other pieces. So this is the Fox. I'm in Team Fox. Excuse Coco hitting the tripod. I'm on 25 count 2/1 10th stitch, and I'm using CXC. So Ater is 1/1 full cross on 25 count. So that's that. My next piece is my Weaver Sow. I am not counting stitches on this because the first part of the saddle at the top, I got it into markup and I was able to count the stitches, and now from about there, I can't line it up there. I started the second part, and I'm actually having to put it in good notes and just mark it off because it doesn't line up to mark it off on markup or pattern keeper. So I would have to, in markup I'd have to select every stitch to get it to know which is a stitch and which isn't, and it's like I'm not sure I can be bothered wasting all that time. So I might as well just use markup. So I have got all the frame and I'm just doing each part at the moment. So I was doing each night, I would do a couple of 100 stitches and then put it down, but at the moment I'm doing 1,000 stitches on something else and then picking up my Head cell, so I stopped doing that. My next piece is in my dragon bag by Gowan Toten Bags, and you can guess what's in it. It is my Blackberry Dragon. And this is a piece that I have decided I'd quite like to get, since it's the year of the dragon, I'd quite like to get this finished this year. And I got 3,389 stitches done on this fortnight, sorry. Well, I suppose it is this month. So this is by, I didn't say who the my Head cell is done by. Sorry about that, we'll go back to that. My Head cell is, I just expect everybody should know, it is a part, is just a segment, and it is by Zyro Machete. And if I've mispronounced your name, I'm very sorry. I've just heard it so many times. It could be Cairo, it could be Zyro. I'm unsure. So this is by Stanley Morrison. It's a pain-free crafts pattern, and I was just working on this wing to get, so I'll have a before and after on every piece. If I haven't said about it, I will just, when I start saying the name of the piece, I will have put the image in then. So this is, It's a Mystery by Be Stitch Me Fabric, and it's a 25 count. It's actually interesting. I've seen quite a few, it's a Lugana, I've seen quite a few people show this fabric, and depending on whether it's linen or whether it's Ater, what it is, it looks so different for everyone. Maybe it looks different with the stitching too, but I feel that mine looks so much different again. And for this piece, I think it's perfect. I'm very happy with it. Love Be Stitch Me fabrics. I wish I was in their fabric of the month, but it's not. I just think that occasionally I will buy some of their fabrics because they are beautiful. So this has got a Agnes needle minder. It's a dragon. I think that's who I got it from on Etsy. a long time ago and I've never used it. It's always been in this wee pouch and I thought I should use it. So this is all that I've got. I have removed the background, which was super easy, and I am just trying to get 1,000 stitches of that per week, as well as my 1,000 stitches in of or 900 stitches in of Ater per week. My next piece is Casper. Casper is a Chiltern Crafts. Who's the artist? Who is the artist? I'll have to write it on the screen. I will not say who the artist is because I could get it wrong. I'm not sure. But I did 1,014 stitches of Casper. I will just do that for Ater because I can't hold it up. So I have started on the pumpkin there. So I will head it before where I was and where I am. Super happy to, I didn't work on the black this time. I just worked, it's hard when I can't hold things up properly. I worked down, I worked maybe a block. I just worked here, that colour. I think it's 9:30, and then went down and I could count off that to work on some of the orange. I think it's 9:18. Coco's agreeing with me, it was 9:18. To start on the pumpkin. So then I can work on some of the colours and then work on the black. Because sometimes with this piece I get really sick of just working on background on black. So my next piece is Vicarious Wrath. I was going to restart this, and this is my only charting creations piece, and because my eyesight's been really good at the moment, as you can see, I'm not even wearing my glasses. I picked this up. Here's a picture of what it will look like, where I was and where I am. And I was working over here, I think, over here. And I did, how much did I do, Tanya? I did 1,008 stitches. And it was actually really interesting picking this up. This is a 1 thread full cross on 25 count Lugana on, I think it's cream. I don't think it's antique white, I think it's just cream. And it's really thick compared to easy count because everything else of mine is easy count and this is just cream. It's so much thicker and it is harder to see. So it is the project. I actually think I was using the magnifier. Everything else I can just see fine. And this was a harder to see piece. But I love this piece, and I bought all the threads to restitch it, but I don't think I need to. I think maybe it's a summer piece. Maybe when the lighting's better, I can just do that. My next piece is my Mini Mount Cabin Home. I only did 317 stitches, so I would have shown a picture of what it will look like. This is by Dominic Davidson, and it is a Heaven&EarthDesigns. It is on 16 count. It could be because it's mini, and it's 2/1 full cross. And the only reason why I only got 317 stitches was because for once I had to frog 317 stitches. Then I had to put the 317 stitches back in because somehow I had put the 317 stitches in, but at one stage I'd put, I don't know, about 30 stitches in, and then I'd flicked my project over and it selected another colour, but I was still stitching on that first colour, but it selected another colour and I stitched all that colour in, not realising that it was another colour, and it was a light colour. So then I had to fog them all, and I even fogged the colour that it was meant to be, and I had to restitch that again in the right colour. So yes, there was a lot of restitching that day, so I was very frustrated. My next piece is Absinthe Goggles by Jasmine Becket Griffith. It's a Heaven&EarthDesigns. Once again, it was on easy count fabric. It's 2/1 10 stitch. This is a piece that I started with, did a start along with Becky Got Craft, and I did 2,118 stitches. I'm really happy with this. I've got right over to the right hand side, so loving it, and I need to pick this up more often. Another piece that I never pick up and I need to pick up more often is my Celtic Summer. No, it's not Celtic Autumn. Can I read? Obviously not. I did 1,003 stitches on it. This is on another Chromatic Alchemy piece of fabric, because Jessica and I did the advent box a couple of years ago, and we got the fabric in the Chromatic Alchemy box. I got 16 count Ater, thank goodness, and Jessica got the 28 count linen. And this is Aspen, absolutely love it. So this is what I picked. So what did I do? I predominantly did from the shawl down, and excuse pack threads. So I did, as you can see, this time I have not done the beads yet. I'm going to do them all at the end, so I can just put on the Q-snap as I want, or the nudge frame. Really, get off. She's chewing the tripod. Sorry about that. Sorry if it's jumping. I can just put it in one of these nudge hoops and just move it around as I want to, and it's making it a lot easier. As you can see, I have not done the medallions down the sides either, because after having so many issues with the last dress, if I have done a counting issue this time, it won't matter, because I will do those medallions at the end. So if I make a big boo-boo on that dress this time, it will not matter. Okay, my last piece is the Swans by The Year in the Woods. Do you see what it looks like? Do you see what it looks like? It looks nothing like the picture. Oh dear. You'll be thinking at this stage that I obviously cannot read the pattern. dear. But actually, we have locally here, there's a lake locally about, I don't know, 15 minutes for me, called Lake, I can't pronounce it. It's got a Maori name. No, I can't. About 45 minutes away from me is Waihola, and they have all black swans as well. Yeah, it's very rare to actually see a white swan. So I decided that I wanted to turn my swans black because it's not very often that you see the white swans. So my swans are going to be black, and I'm using a lot of the black petite treasure braid. I don't know if you can really see the sparkle in it. Along the necks I have used Flosh, and I'm just, as I go, I'm just picking my silks. And for the greenery, Dave picked silks out of my stash. So yes, it's going to be a lot brighter than it's called for. So it'll be really interesting to see. I must admit, I had an epiphany when I was doing it and thinking, I know why the pattern calls for it not as bright green. Sorry, fly just flew inside. And that's because I'm also putting some silver petite treasure braid in it. Because it's winter, maybe it's not meant to be as bright. So I did 17,640 stitches in the last fortnight. There will not be as much stitching in the next fortnight, so I might do a update in a month instead. We will see, for the simple reason that my shoulder, that's it. That's all I can move my arm now. It is all swollen, and yes, yesterday they said that I obviously have dislocated it, and I obviously have popped it back in again. They're not sure when I have dislocated it, but I've got a couple of bone spurs in it as well, and it's very swollen, and they're not sure what the doctor has, because it was Saturday here yesterday, but when I was standing up, you could see that this shoulder is a lot lower than the other shoulder, because I think muscle damage long term is happened because I've hurt it so much. So I go see the doctor for the cortisone injection on the 1st. Our garden. So Dave has done a vegetable garden this year. It has been amazing. He got the first lot of courgettes out of it last night, and he's been getting potatoes since Christmas Day, and he's really enjoying that, and carrots and lettuces, and what else has he been getting out of it? Broccoli. He's even been blanching it and freezing the broccoli, because it all comes in at once. Cabbages are nearly ready for coleslaws. But yes, it's been really good. He has had to find bigger stakes for his tomatoes. He said there's a lot of tomatoes on his tomato plants, but they're not ready yet. But he said it's definitely something that he wants to keep doing because he can't believe that new potatoes are $10 a box here. So he's able to go out every second night and get new potatoes out of the garden. Super quick, super easy. So thank you very much for watching my update, and I think that's about it. I think in the next couple of weeks I'll just do a wee bit of my cell, and I'll try and finish that Swan, but I won't do that much stitching at all because I'll just hold it with my right hand and stitch with my left, and I won't spend that much time stitching due to my shoulder. And I also need to have my COVID booster. So, and I have to have that just in the right time because of my Casper. And the good news is that I'll be able to have my Casper here. I was talking to the nurse about that yesterday, and I said that it's been a bit of an issue getting the line in recently, and what happens if that's going to be an issue going forward. And she said it'll be fine, that they will just call through and get a doctor to come and use the ultrasound machine. So that's cool. So I shouldn't be concerned about that, and they'll find a line that way. So it sounds like they have it all sorted, and so have a great month, and I will see you next month. Thank you very much. Bye.